Am I ready? Yep, I'm steaming. Welcome back, everybody, to Nighttime Reactions. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And today, it's going to be Refused. The Shape of Punk to Come, a chemical combination in 12 bursts. Yep, there are indeed 12 songs. Uh, I've heard nothing of this album aside from like 2 second snippets that I've already forgotten about. I know it's a post-hardcore album, post-hardcore punk. Not really my thing. Fugazi's kind of Yankheim's kind of I'm just I just like Dead Kennedys. I think that's like my hardcore punk, and that's mainly due to the vocal inflections. But I've also heard that this album is very, very, very good. So excited. That first song, "Worms of the Senses, Faculties of the Skull." Yeah, let's just get into it. Already got some. I should probably just like put
They
the.
told me that the classics never got a style, but they do.
Well, I'm actually gonna try my hardest to pay attention to the lyrics on this album. Like, I had the Genius page up. I need to start paying attention to the lyrics. Um, yeah. Any other I mean, if any one person is watching, do feel free to drop a recommendation. I It's a high likelihood I've not heard it, or I've heard it and not made a video of it. Oh, okay, we're back.
Somehow, baby, I never thought that we do too.
Sounds kind of like wow. This is okay. This is interesting. It's like a kettle boiling, getting ready for it to explode. The wave. I got a bone to pick with capitalism. Base. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. This does remind me a lot of Dead Kennedys. What on earth? This came out, what, 1999, 1998, right? Yeah. Oh! This guy's bass as hell! Oh my god! Yeah, this is hardcore punk right here. This is hard. drums! They sound like you're just hitting like the metal cans, but in a good way. His so glad I recorded my reaction to this. Holy shit, this is incredible. This is one of the best songs I've ever heard. He's I'm not gonna pause. I'm gonna. Wow. Okay. Pause. This is incredible. This is one of the best punk songs I've ever heard in my life. Whoa. This is perfect. This is perfectly made, perfectly mixed, perfectly played. Like, I'm usually not a big fan of screaming vocals. That's usually like a big turnoff for me. The only exception so far has been Jane Doe, because I mean, you can't really hear what he's saying anyway, but he just yelping. I got a bone to pick with capitalism and a few to break. Grab us by the throat and shake the life away. Human life is not a commodity, figure statistics or make believe. Human life is more valuable than money, because it's not even like comparable, because it doesn't have a value, because it's invaluable. It's not even. It's human life isn't. And he's leaving Coca-Cola City, and he's leaving Shelltown. He's leaving these cap. I mean, I'm assuming I'm not going to read the genius annotations for all these. He's leaving all these places of like capitalist cities because they're not, because they don't want him, because he's not a capitalist. Like, God, that riff. This could go toe to toe with anything off of Plastic Surgery Disasters. And the drums are slowly gonna get louder and louder. First bus out of here. Let's take the first bus out of here. Let's take the first bus out of here. I need to break something.
Allora, benvenuti a Radio Super Energia. Adesso, ragazzi e ragazze, presentiamo la presente sensazione, la nuova banda svedese di house, Refuse, con la fortissima canzone Refuse Party Program Hardcore Techno Mega Mix.
Hold on a second. My mic wasn't on. I usually use the mic for my headphones like right here, but it was not on. Of course it wasn't. My computer got a blue screen a couple days ago and that just fucked everything up. But I don't even think I needed to say anything. You just saw my face and you just saw like what I was saying. Hold on. Yeah. But hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah, that was an incredible opening song. You guys didn't hear me because my mic was on because I'm so smart. I'm a professional streamer. Uh, Big Brain, Big Brain Bradley, Brady over here. Uh, that song was fascinating. It was like, again, Plastic Surgery Disasters. That same level of aggressiveness, like the heavy kind of funky bass, um, as well as the yelpy vocals, the screaming vocals, which I'm usually not a big fan of, but they're usually a big turnoff. But it really complemented the aggressive nature. It's one of those songs that makes me want to break something. Like, fortunately, the only thing here that I can break is my phone, and I'm not gonna do that because. But like, if you like put me into like a peaceful protest and play that song, it's gonna become a riot because I'm gonna start it because that's what that song does. It makes you aggressive and angry, and it just forces you to pay attention to the great lyrics about like any song that just name drops capitalism is at least a 1. It can't be a 0. It has to be at least a 1. But a bone to pick and a few to break, and saying human life isn't a commodity. It's not. It's not even a figure of statistics. It's not something that has value because you cannot attach a value to something as abstract as life. And taking the first bus out of Coke and Shelltown, because they're just not. Yeah, that's just. I'm gonna keep rambling about how good that song was. That song is 10 out of 10. That song is incredible. And I'm going to stop my rambling because I'm going to go into the next song. Liberation Frequency. Mike. Okay, bit of a like ska punk. Nope. Ooh, I'm reading the lyrics. These are good lyrics. Oh. Is the same vocalist? Is that the Saint Anger snare? Oh, the drums. Like you're hitting tin cans. Oh, that's. What does he say? And like, and he sounds almost scared. It's almost like pre disaster. It's pre disaster. It's um. It's like you like it's coming through the air. Okay, so I was initially thinking, it was airplanes and dropping bombs, but it might actually just be more interesting than that because we want the airwaves back, transmission. So it might be like talking about radio broadcasting and how that can alter perception, like radio talk show host or like modern example Alex Jones, and people of that like, and we want them back. We don't want or government. God, there's so many directions you could go with this. Ooh. Want the air? Yeah. Again. Oh, a Fugazi reference too. This is just incredible sounding. What frequency? Frequency are you get? Oh, and the bass too. Sorry about not having the like microphone on. I thought I was on. I usually use my headphone audio. Yeah. Yeah. See, are you gay? Wow. It's come to my attention that I might like punk music. Wow. That one was a lot more like low key. Yeah, I think it's hmm, it could be talking about how politicians like use the radio to or like basically like big government. I appreciate the voice acting lessons classes. Oh yeah, it's this guy. But I think that song is about I was initially thinking like it's in the air, so I think it might have been a bait and switch. Like, oh, he's talking about bombs, but no, he's talking about radio and how and communication as a whole, and how politicians and people in power can distort means of communication for their own means instead of having it for the people, because it's supposed to be like the internet. The internet's supposed to be something like for the people, but as we've seen on Twitter, oh excuse me, X, it's being distorted and used to empower people already in power by making the voices louder, because like you can now buy blue check marks on Twitter. Again, I'm using that as a modern example, but like how you can buy like a radio station so that everyone can hear your broadcast, even if not everyone wants to. At least that's my interpretation. You know, I've actually started. I think I was doing the same thing for like plastic surgery. This is about as good as plastic surgery disasters already. Like unless the rest of the song is suck, like terrible, awful, the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. I think this is gonna be one of my favorite albums. Uh, Next song, The Deadly Rhythm. This is less punky and more the first song is pretty punky. The second song was like ska punk. This song feels like straight up metal to me. Okay, there's like the punk. Reminds me of a YYZ by what is it? What's that one Genesis song? And he's talking about everyone being in a production line. I sure it's YYZ. Wait. Okay. Oh, it just stops and starts. Oh, that was a part of the song. Why is this doing here? Like a. Rush YYZ. That's what it reminds me. Why is there just like. We're not gonna be. We are no longer. Rush YYP. I was thinking Genesis. This is like breaching the line between punk and metal. Dun, 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 dun. The I need to, but like, okay, it's talking about like working for people and how they're not gonna just. I mean, it's pretty simple, obviously, but it's done in a. I think that's kind of like the point. The point is that like it's not really left to like too much interpretation because you can interpret it wrong. It's just saying, hey, we are not gonna be held down by the rich anymore. We aren't gonna be held down by and put into an endless repeating cycle of nothing, of no end until we die anymore. And it just like tells you like walks up to your face, points at you, and said, "We're not gonna listen to you anymore." And I think that's brilliant. So there's an while there is an out in subtlety, there is equally an out in being as not subtle as possible. Next song, Summer Holidays vs. Punk Routine. Holidays and punk. What nationality are these guys? Because I heard a hint of British. They're sweet. They're Swedish. Dang. Oh, these riffs are perfect. They're so... Again, I can... Like, bass... Like, the bass is very prominent. Maybe gotten. Oh, got. I'd rather be forgotten than remembered for giving in to the that's killer line. I just see that. I this scratches an itch that I thought could only be satiated by dead Kennedys. Sake of not trying. Oh god, I love these drums. You know what? I know what I want to listen to next. Not even failure. Not even failure. 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 Not even failure. Didn't be forgotten. Giving. Gotten. Giving in to be forgotten. Okay, that is not. Again, I don't feel like I need to analyze these lyrics because they're very upfront and very in your face, and they're just telling you exactly what you need to know. I'd rather be forgotten to time than remembered for the. I'd rather be forgotten than remembered for doing the wrong thing. Like duh. Like that's exactly what he's saying. Not even failure will stop him from trying to achieve his goal. God, this makes you want to burn down a building. Next song. Boom. Brutus poem number 5. This is an instrumental. Okay. Don't need to analyze the lyrics. Okay. Well, this is certainly interesting. This is very interesting to be on a punk album. Okay, I don't know exactly what to make of that, but it was very sonically, like, it was very interesting. Ooh, this one's got a video. Y'all know what that means. I've learnt my mistake. Bye bye. New noise. No, I might as well just watch the video. Okay. Da 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 da. The sound is so. It's perfect. Wow, wow, wow. Again, that cop chase scene. Again, kind of like surprisingly techno. I know what this song is about. Oh, it's talking about how bad pop music is. Of course, God, this is the artist's biggest hit, and it's talking about how bad pop music is. Gee golly gee willikers, that's a tale as old as time. Dun 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 dun. Down, down, all the wrong moves. No, the wrong song. Oh, oh, that bass note scared me. It's been 36 minutes already? God damn, this album is a time. No. This just feels like this doesn't feel post-hardcore. This just feels like this just feels like this is probably actually my least favorite so far. That yeah, I think that song is like still like a high 8, like a high 8, low 9, but that song was still very very good. Like if that's the worst song on an album, then this is going to be one of the greatest albums ever. Like, let's just let the music speak for itself. Frankly, no, I'm sure he has a lot to say. Yeah, let's be real with ourselves. This fella has a lot to say. Next song, the Refused Party Program. Oh god, the driving bass. I mean, yeah, again. Wait a second. I is talking about Refused Party Program, as in the refused the political the instead of like well it's probably obvious, but like it's a political party. He's causing a he's making a political movement. Because in does Sweden have a multi-party system? Sweden political parties. Yeah, yeah. Sweden's got more political parties than the U.S. Most countries do that aren't one party. Every country except for one party system countries have more parties than the United States of America. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe this made Sweden more social. Maybe this album made Sweden more socialized. Who knows? We really wanted. We had past study disaster that didn't do much, unfortunately. Again. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool outro. Oh, okay. It's starting to very enchanting. Next song, protest song 68. Yeah, these ads actually they're nice to give me some time. I really like that outro. The outro was kind of iffy at first, but it just started keep it just kept going. I was like, huh, this is mesmerizing. Yeah, I think he's talking about political parties and not like woo hoop parties. Well, yeah, that's the word. Uh, yeah, this song, Protest Song 68. Okay, I like these drums. Why does it sound so good? Of 68. Okay, what happened in 68? Wait. Oh. JFK assassination, Apollo 8, Nixon, student protest, MLK assassination? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see why. God, and these spoken words, his ability to change his voice, like, is this even the same guy? I don't know. But regardless, this actually reminds me a lot of Talking Heads, like the way Talking Heads, um, not the song "Listening Wind," but what was it? It was Seen and Not Seen, I believe. Yeah, it's Seen and Not Seen. It reminds me a lot of that song. Oh, Italian anarchist. God, yeah, I love. Yeah, anarchy is actually kind of base. As a real threat. This kind of like I could use this for like a hip hop beat actually. Oh, switch up. This is actually kind of relaxing. Like it's which I think is meant to contrast with the explosivity of the rest of the album and probably the rest of this individual song. So sad I didn't. You guys couldn't hear me for again like I could use I could sample that for like a hip hop beat or something. Kate, you rock the spirit. 68. The oldest expression in written language is the word freedom. Ah. Da-da-da-da. I love it when songs just keep building and building and building and then just stop. This song, Refused Are Fucking Dead. Gosh, golly gee Willikers. Didn't they just break up after... They broke up after this song. They did reform in 2015, but... yeah, that's kind of... It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Oh, they have a single out from 2020? It probably sucks. Let's be real here. Ooh! This sounds like a classic punk riff. Hmm. Heavenly. Oh, the bells! God, this is... We don't have the patience to deal with that. Oh, I love that the bassy, like, kind of crunchy drum. Like, it sounds almost like synthetic. Like, it sounds compressed. Oh, and God, this guitar line. It's so how's it so heavenly? Bow, bow, bow. Gotta get a witness. Get in, take it in. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow, wow. God, I love. in a loud and fashionable way. And I also like the synthetic elements of the sound too. It makes it sound like it's simultaneously contrasts with the like aggressive, raw, and kind of personal, like in your face instrumentation, but it's still kind of it makes the project sound. I wouldn't say like almost kind of synthetic, like manufactured, but like in a good way. I don't know. I feel like this album would be a lot worse without those synthetic elements, without those electronic elements. Next song, title track, "The Shape of Punk to Come." Yeah, this album is incredibly good. God, this riff. Down. So glad I'm in the mood for this. I told you so. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is. Oh, 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 oh. This album is incredible. Wow. Boom. Why is it so good? So, I need to start paying attention to the lyrics, but this is just beating me in the face. I told you so. Better than that. Tannhauser. Tannhauser. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight. This is too exhilarating. This is too good. You make people should stop making music this damn good. Stop it! Stop it! Stop making music this good. It's too well produced. It's too well put together. The lyrics are too good. The screaming isn't out of touch. It's not out of place. It's not corny. It's not trying too hard. It just feels like a guy just like. It doesn't feel like he's screaming to get a point across. It feels like he's screaming because he has to get heard because everything else is so loud. Like he can't. If he was singing normally, then we wouldn't be able to hear him. If he was talking normally, so he has to scream through a megaphone, or not through a megaphone, but he has to scream in order to get his point across because no one's fucking listening to him. Because no one's been listening to people like this for centuries. No one's been listening to this. Incredible. Next song, Tannhauser Derive. Tannhauser? I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Tannhauser? Tannhauser and Derive. Okay. I thought this was a woodwind, but no, this is like a violin or something. Okay, this is an interesting song. Yeah, can you guys even see me? Oh yeah. I wasn't expecting a violin or like this is a violin, right? And this punk album, but it really works. Dun dun. And like these almost like fantasy or like kind of medieval. It sounds like medieval punk. Dun, dun, dun. I like. I mean, anyway. Ooh. They're gonna light it up. This is probably my least favorite so far, actually. Dum. Oh. Oh, whoa. Ooh. Yeah, this song's kind of get a little tiring. It's not really fully my thing. Boom. Cause, yeah, it feels like it could have been cut down a little bit. Never mind. That sounded incredible. Wow. Dum, down, 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 down. Okay, never mind. It's winning me over. It's winning me over. Still got 2 minutes left. This is like metal punk. Yeah. Never mind. Again, like these, like kind of like funk, like jazzy. Like I think this was also in like one of the earlier songs too. Just jazzy, you know. Like, what? Huh? Yeah. Like this is synth. This is a synth, right? This is a. Like, was it an organ? Like again, I don't feel like like this is probably like the most unnecessary closer to any of these songs. This song is kind of. This song is kind of decent. It's still very good though. Yeah, I was not expecting that. Like Oh, that's easily my least favorite off the album. Off the album stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I said off the album like 3 times. Binary, 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 binary. That's easily my least favorite off of this album so far. It wasn't like as. It's not even like it wasn't immediate. It was just felt like it was too long, and it didn't really need to be that long. All the other songs that were like the opening track, "Worms of the Senses, Faculties of the Skull," needed to be that long because it had a lot to say. That song didn't feel like it had as much to say. Last song, "The Apollo program was a hoax." Again, like these weird, like jazzy. This like a lot of reverb on this. Like it reminds me of, like the Low End Theory by a Tribe Called Quest. That's kind of what it feels like. Well, this is probably this is not what I was expecting for this album. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about this yet. This is kind of weird. I think it sounds good, but I don't know if it works within the context of the album. Like I don't know if this is gonna go explode or something, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's building. Uh, okay. Oh, that actually reminded me a lot of Heroin from the Velvet Underground and Nico. Uh, like that same sort of progression. The with like the deep bass. I don't know how to feel about this. She. Talking about doing. I'm esteeming like the people are like a cog in a machine, so just throw a rock in a machine, let the whole machine break. Because yeah, this album is very good. Not a 10. kind of fell off at the last two songs, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Kind of fell off. Not a lot, just a little. But yeah, every other song is like peak, 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 peak. The shape of peak to come. The shape of peak to come. Oh man, I love punk music. I do know what I'm gonna be listening to next. Actually, um, it's gonna be a very special episode. Um, yeah, woo, yeah. I absolutely love the. I'm combining adored and loved and say adored. That's not a word. Uh, but yeah, it's not as good as Plastic Surgery Disasters. Very few things are. Let's be real. Um, but there's not much to say about it. It's just upfront, in your face about how good it is. Listen to it. It sounds good. This is why music criticism can be kind of hard sometimes. Listen to it. It sound good. Music sound good, so listen. Yeah, I'm gonna do a very special episode next time. So see you then. Thanks for watching. Good. Sorry for the mic audio. It happens. Bye.